Right, are we ready for another scrap and Irish video? And this is one I've done before, but I've been asked a couple of times in comments about it. So obviously people don't go back through all your videos to find stuff, so sometimes it's better to do a newer video version of what you've already done before. So new subscribers can catch it, and maybe people that are already subscribers and may have missed it, or people that want to refresh themselves on it. I do videos every so often that I've already done before. So on this one, I always get asked, what about the gold underneath the green? Well, for a start, there's not always gold underneath the green. There's not always gold underneath any of these green bits. Sometimes there can be, and sometimes there isn't. Most of the time, there isn't. Now, even these ones here, I don't know if there's gold under them or not gold under them. But the first thing I'd always do is a scratch test. So I'd always do a scratch test, little scratch on the green, see what's under it. So, for instance, here we scratch that off, and I can see it's copper. But I'm still going to put this in just for this reason only, just to show you that it is only copper underneath there. I haven't scratched any of the other ones really, but what you can see is most of them have either little traces of gold here and there, specks of gold, dots of gold, and some people say there can be gold under them, and there is. Usually on, I think it's Sound Blaster sound cards, you can get them with the gold plating under them. I've found some boards have them, but usually the scratch test is what I do, and if it comes back with copper under it, I don't bother doing this next process. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be putting all this stuff in here. So I don't know, does some of this have gold under it or doesn't it have gold under it? I'm suspecting it's just copper that's under most of this stuff. So we have gold flashing on the edges, and we have other bits and pieces there that I don't know where that came out of, but other bits and pieces on there on the board that isn't gold flashed, all that green stuff. So again, we have our gold flashing here, we can see it. We can see gold flashing here, we can see gold flashing here, we can see gold flashing here, we can see bits of gold flashing here. So people want to know, is there gold underneath things? So is there hidden gold essentially on any of these boards? So possibility of it being there are pretty slim, but we're going for this reason, we're going to check it, and we're going to get an answer on this. But sometimes you might be lucky and you can get gold. Scratch test is your best method to save you assets, save you time. If it comes back and you scratch it and you see copper coming through instead of gold, then there's not much point really doing this part. But if you see a little bit of gold coming up, then this will reveal all the hidden gold, so the acid on the next stage can work on it. So what am I going to be using? Well, first off, as always, gloves. Safety tip, guys, use gloves. The compound I'm going to be using is branded here in Ireland as caustic soda. In America, it will be branded as lye, and the actual name on the substance itself is going to be sodium hydroxide. I'm just seeing if it says it there somewhere. There we go. Sodium hydroxide. This is the actual chemical that will be used to remove the green solder mask from these boards, so we can actually see what else. Another thing you'd need is probably a toothbrush, because not one you're going to be using ever again, because a toothbrush will help you brush off all this green stuff after you have left this in the acid. So I'll be using a container, a heat resistant container, of course, because this will be exothermic. When you add in the sodium hydroxide, you get an exothermic reaction most times on it. Well, all the time, not most times. So I'm just going to throw these in there. That's all I'm going to do. They just go into the container. That's all. So there's all this sort of stuff, like same mobile phone boards of RAM, of hard drive. So this is our hard drive. I can already tell that's going to be just copper, because there is no real gold flashing on it, but I'm just throwing it in just to show you that it works on all different types of boards. And again, doesn't matter about the thickness of them. Some are thick, some are thin. It'll still work on it. So now that we have that in there, the next step is just to top this off with water. No gloves on yet, because I'm not dealing with any acids. I'm just dealing with water, and there we go. I'm just going to top that up with water. enough to cover everything. So that's topped up with water. So we're going to go to the next stage where we will be adding this. So I'll be going outside to do this because we don't want, and I'll be putting it on some heat as well. So I'll start off on low heat, and if we need to increase the heat to get it reacting, but usually it reacts fairly quick on it. So let's go outside and let's go to the next stage so you can see what happens when we add in this sodium hydroxide, lye or the caustic soda, whatever brand name you use it by, guys. That's what we go look for. Sodium hydroxide is the main ingredient you're looking for in it. This one is 99 to 100% sodium hydroxide. So it's a drain cleaner essentially. People will use this as a drain cleaner here in Ireland, but for this purpose we're going to be using it to see if there's any hidden gold inside these boards. So let's go to the next stage. Okay guys, so here we are with a downward view, so you can see maybe some reactions and stuff like that can happen as we do this. So again, respiratory masks, gloves, safety first at all times. This is a highly volatile reaction sometimes. So we start off by just adding a little bit of the sodium hydroxide. So we just get that in. The water is just warming up. So we just put that in there for a second. I'm not going to go a huge amount yet. Just enough to kind of cover everything in the white coating. Now, so then I just get a little stirring rod. And I just give it a quick stir. Just to make sure everything is kind of stirred around in there. It gets a bit of a mixture. Now, it usually takes about 10 minutes for the reaction to get up to what it needs to be up to. Heat on, I suppose the heat on the liquid. Again, I'm already getting that very kind of heat and warming up. And that's from the sodium hydroxide. I might just add a little bit more sodium hydroxide. As you can guess, I'm not guy for measures. It's all by gauging from doing this before. I think that should be enough to get the reaction going nicely. And again, just a quick stir to make sure everything is getting stirred around. So what we'll do, we'll let that work away for 5-6 minutes, and we'll come back. You can see there's some steam coming off it, so we are getting heat. Okay, so I'm going to let that run for about five minutes, and we'll come back and see how the reaction is going. So for you it'll be instant. For me, I have to wait 5 minutes. Right guys, so it's been a little bit longer than 5 minutes. I've probably left it about 10 minutes between. So you can see already we have a lot of material coming off because it's the water, or the mixture has turned to a different colour. We've got a lot more green bits floating around in there on our boards. I'm just trying to get a board to have a quick look at it. So as you can see there, a lot of the material has already started to come off, and that's even without brushing it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to leave it probably 5 more minutes, and then we will take out this material and we'll go to the next stage of cleaning it up to see if there's any gold hidden under there. So you can see there again, a lot of copper is exposed, and just as I was saying, no gold underneath these ones. But I didn't expect to see gold under them, but it's the method you will use regardless of it, if you're trying to get the gold that is under them, under some boards, not all boards, as I was saying. So I'll give that 5 more minutes, and we'll be ready to clean off them boards and get a right look at them. Okay, so I've left it for another while to work away, and I think everything is looking like it's complete. So as you can see, not much gold there, but loads of copper. So what I need to do now is remove these boards and get ready to clean them. So let's come along and come along with me and see what these boards turn out like. But as you can see, that solution has really done its work. So let's come along and see what we end up with. Okay guys, so we're going to clean off some of these boards. Some of them won't take much to clean them off because they're already really cleaned off. So all you need is a toothbrush, and all you do is rub the thing. As you can see, this one is, the green is already well gone off it. So I'll just throw it in the water there, and I'll get another one out and just see what it's like. So most of these are going to be fairly well cleaned up. I probably left them a bit longer than I needed to. So you can even see here, again, completely cleaned up. No green solder mask left whatsoever. A lot of nice copper. You can see where the gold is, but we'll get a closer look at that once we go inside, and once I finish cleaning the boards, drying them off, we'll get a closer look at them. So again, you can see there's still some green left on this one, so we'll just try and remove that. So just brushes off. There's our nice copper. Pity it wasn't gold underneath, but just the way it is. Sometimes you'll get the boards that have the gold and sometimes you won't. So again, you have some ram sticks here. You can see that the green solder mask. So it's just a regular toothbrush I use. Give it a good scrubbing to try and get off any of that material that's on there. So that's all you need to do. So I'm going to carry on doing the rest of these. So when you come back, we'll be back inside and we'll get a look at these boards and see what they ended up looking like. So let's go and see what they ended up looking like, guys. Okay guys, so I have cleaned off the boards and this is what we're left with. So again, I didn't expect to find gold under these ones. It was just showing you how the process works. So you can still see the difference there. I hope you can see the difference in the colour of the gold up here. So we have our gold along here and the copper. I don't know, is the camera picking it up well enough or not, but I'm hoping you can see the difference between where there's gold and where there's no gold on the board. So again, you can see it, there's gold here around them little circles. It's a different shade, you can see it there, compared to the copper. Again, you might see it on, what else had we, here we go. So you can see it on here, you can see the gold and you can see the copper, two different colours on it. So this is, again, just all copper. Again, you can see where the gold is and where the copper is on these boards. So and this gold was already exposed, it wasn't hidden by that green. So the green, when I took it off, it's just copper underneath on these. But there is boards out there that do have the gold on them, and it's the exact same process. The only reason I done it now, used it on these, was to show you how the process works. I knew there was copper on them from the scratch test. If you do the scratch test and you see copper, don't think you're going to find gold. You're not. It's going to be copper. So after you've done your scratch test, it comes up as copper. So you can see there where let me see where I done my scratch test. Where do we do the scratch? There we go. So you can see there I scratched into and it was copper that was underneath. And again, it's all copper that's there, no different. So once you do your scratch test, light scratch test on it, if it's copper, don't waste your time thinking that you're going to find gold under the copper or somewhere else or anything like that. You're not. It's just going to be copper in there. So that's the thing. But there is boards out there. When you do the scratch test, you'll see something that looks like gold. use this method then and to see what gold is hidden under it. I know the Sound Blaster cards have it, the mouse pads on your laptops will have it, but again, that's engineered gold, so very, very, very minute layers, and when you're processing it, it's a lot more work to it. It's not really worth the effort, to be honest, and that's saying something coming from me, which will, when I see gold, I always go after it no matter what. But even now at this stage, I'm kind of giving up on the mouse pads, sorry, not mats, mouse pads. It's not really given enough return to be worth it. So that's it for another Scrapping Irish video, guys. I am working on other stuff at the moment, so you can see there's some nice gold flakes in there that I'm working on. So I am working on other bits and pieces, just because I'm not putting videos out all the time. I am working on them. There will be more videos coming bit by bit on gold recovery. So again, any questions, anything video you want me to do, anything you want me to go back on, stuff like that, please send me a message and I'll see what I can do on it. Anyone that wants to send me free stuff as well, any e-waste you've got lying around, if you're living in Ireland and you want it taken away, let me know. It might be something I can do. I don't buy e-waste, but if you want it got rid of out of your way, it's something I might just be able to do for you. So as always, appreciate you guys checking it out, and till the next one, stay safe and keep on looking for that gold. It's somewhere in there. There you go, some gold. See you on the next one, guys.